Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Requested Video Saturday. I got asked, how do you set up a simple budget? Let's get right into it. I know some of you may be thinking, you know, Money Mom, I've been around the block. I already know how to set up a simple budget. I already have it. I totally understand. But even if you have been doing this for years, sometimes with anything in life, whether it's budgeting or any other goal, sometimes we need to go back to the basics. So I'm just going to take it back to the basics. For me, I do have spreadsheets, but I do love getting handy dandy notebooks and writing things down. It feels good for me to write. So that is one of the things that I propose doing. You can get a handy dandy notebook for $1, $1.25, 88 cents, wherever, and have a pen, okay? The first question, and this is something that many people forget or not, they don't know the answer to. How much do I actually make? Some people don't know that. So one very first thing you want to know is how much income, however you make that income, are you bringing in a month after taxes? Approximately. It may be changing, but on a guesstimate estimate, what is the amount that you make? That's number one. Number two, I would get a notebook out, and on one sheet, I would write out all of my bills, things that you have to spend. Example of that would be rent or mortgage, electric bill, things like that. That's what I would do. On another side of that sheet, or on the, maybe put a line down it, I would write down services you use. That means, you know, you have to pay your rent, right? But services, you don't have to if you don't feel like you're getting good value. Example, maybe you go to a gym membership and you haven't gone to the gym. I have a few friends that say, you know, I haven't been to the gym recently. I think I'm going to cancel my service. Or you have a lawn service, but you want to keep that. It depends. So write down all the services you use. And then next, after that, write down all the extra money that you may spend. Grocery, clothing, gas, all of that, approximate. Now, you may not know exact numbers. You know, maybe you haven't saved receipts, things like that. But you can at least write out a, quote, guesstimate, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to add all that up. Let's say you bring in $5,000 a month. You add up all of this stuff, and you subtract it. And after it's said and done, you realize you're spending with everything about $3,500 a month, which means you have $500 left over. And you have to decide, am I happy with how I'm spending my money? I would first go to my bills. Okay, is there anything in there that you could change? One of your bills, for example, may be car insurance. And maybe your car insurance has been going up a lot lately. Or perhaps your cell phone bill. And you decide, am I happy with the services and what I'm paying? Am I getting good value for the money I'm spending? Let's say you're not happy with your cell phone because the bill just keeps going up. So you may change to a different service and save $30 or $40 a month. That would be an example. Then you go down to your services. Let's say there's some things you're not using. We'll say the gym membership. That might be a popular one. Not that I'm advocating for anyone to get rid of their gym membership. I'm just giving an example. You might not like your lawn service. Maybe you figure, hey, I want to get out and do my own lawn. I'm really getting into gardening, and you cancel the lawn service. Or if you want, keep all the services if they're bringing you good value. Then next, you look at all your budget. Then you look at gas, going out to eat. So we're going to say that you've been spending about $300 a month on going out to eat, and you're like, you know, I don't really feel, I love getting together with my friends, but that's more than what I want to spend. Decide what you do want to spend, and say if you're like, you know, I don't want to go over $100 a month. So there, right there is $200 savings. Say for grocery, you're a single person and you've been spending more than you like, and you look at what you're buying, you're like, you know, I really need to not be drinking pop as much, so I'm going to really cut back and only buy it sparingly. And that might save you $40 a month. These are just little ways that you can save. So figure out, are there areas that you want to cut back on, and kind of dabble with that, as you would say. When we do these budgets, I like to reallocate mine. I actually reallocate my budget every month. Look at, are there things I want to cut out? Are there areas that I want to save? You know, are there things that I can cut back on? Are there things I'm not happy with? Hey, do we have to add something to the budget? You know, all of those things. Sometimes you want to add a service to the budget that might be good. So the big thing that always is good is there any service you're not using? That's a good question. Next, you may want to do this. I'll be honest, I track my grocery, but I don't track all my spending. I know a lot of people that are frugal do that, and it might be a positive thing for me to do, but I haven't done that at this time. So if you really want to know where your money's going, track every penny you spend and figure out how you want to do that, whether you want to use an app for that, you want to write it in a notebook, you want to put it on a spreadsheet, figure out how to do that. The next is to set a budget. And when you set a budget, figure out what is going to work for you. Say you've been spending $300 a month on groceries and you don't want to spend that much and you think that it's too much and you're not able to save as much as you like. Well, I personally wouldn't just slash the budget down to like $100. I would maybe start off slow and say, okay, we're going to see how I do with the $275 budget. See how that goes for a while. In other words, I would take baby steps with all of this stuff because I feel I'm more frugal than I was 6 years ago, but I could be way more frugal than I am now. But I've really come a long way since I've started this channel. Okay, then the next, I probably spend about $1,000 less a month than I used to. Okay, so then the next is to set, like I said, set a budget that works for you, but remember that budget is going to be changing quite often. You're going to probably have to tweak things, and that is okay. Then the next after that, which is what I just was about to get to, is reevaluating it. Looking and seeing and asking yourself, you can do it weekly, monthly. Hey, what's working in my budget? What am I happy with? What am I not happy with? What are areas I'm overspending? What are areas I'm underspending? You know, am I saving enough? Then last but not least, and you can do these in different order, by the way, set financial goals. You may have a goal that your car's getting older. You may need to save for that. You may have a goal that you want to become mortgage free. You may have a goal that you want to pay off all your debt. Let's say that you had some home repairs that you want to pay off. You may want to throw all the money at that. So this is just some simple ways to set a budget. I want to ask you guys in the comments below, if you have any tips on how to set up a simple budget, please put it in the comments below, because even if we've been around the block for a long time and we have done this for a while, we can always learn something new or be reminded of things we may have forgotten about. That's all I have to say for now. I love you, I appreciate you, and I sure hope you come back for tomorrow morning's video. Bye-bye now.